It's that time of the year. Damnation Festival is now only 5 weeks away. It's one of my favourites. It's introduced me to so many fantastic artists over the years. It's been really crucial in shaping my music taste. And I buy blind every year now. I've been going for the last 3 years. And yesterday, the Clash Finder was released, the stage times were published, and it's caused some agony amongst my friends. There's going to have to be some difficult choices to be made. Some bands are going to have to be missed. Some bands are going to have to be prioritised. I've been fairly lucky in some regards where I've not really experienced that pain, but I know I'm not going to see every single artist I want to see. I mean, just look at this lineup. I mean, where to start really? It's just that ridiculously stacked. It's a 20th year anniversary as well, a 2 day special. And yeah, I just want to talk a bit about each day, the Saturday and Sunday, and maybe it can generate some discussions in the comment section. If you are going, maybe share what bands you're going to see. Or if you're not going, maybe talk about some of the bands you like, some of the bands you've seen, share your experiences. Or if you are thinking about going, maybe this video can just give you a little bit of a push. I mean, let's just look at the Saturday lineup. I think all of our metal subgenres are represented there. There's bits of black metal, extreme metal, bits of post rock, the thrash, all sorts of post rock, post metal. Again, I probably mentioned post rock twice there, but yeah, I think there's something for everyone here. And these are some of the bands I'm going to be checking out that day. So Oryx are going to be opening up the third arena. That's an arena that's about 2,000 cap. That takes on more of the sludgy, slower sort of bands. Bits of post rock and the smaller bands. And it's always a good day. It's always a fun one to check out. There's always left field bookings, and Oryx are no exception. I didn't know much about them. I only discovered them back in April when they were announced for the festival. But yeah, I really liked their Primordial Sky album. And yeah, they're only a 3 piece, but they can generate so much noise, so much sludgy goodness. Yet there's still a nice melodic tint to it as well. And I'm going to make sure I'm there Saturday first thing at 12 o'clock. Next up, over to the main stage for Overhead the Albatross. And this is a must see. This will be the third time I've seen them this year. The first time I saw them at a little pub here in Manchester, playing to about 50 people. And I just knew they were too big for places like that. They took the step up to the main stage at Arctandent Festival about a month later, and that was one of the best sets of the weekend. I've seen the reaction on social media as well, and everyone seems to love their instrumental rock. It's quite emotional at times. I think it'll get a few people crying, it'll get people in the feels, but that just shows what connection they've got to their fan base. They're going to be getting bigger and bigger, and it feels like the trajectory is just going in the right direction now. They deserve that main stage slot, and they will take it with both hands. Necrot are up next. They'll be on the second arena on the more extreme metal stage. They're a band the festival introduced to me this year. I didn't know much about them. They seem like more of an old school death metal band. And I also get a chance to see them at Samhain Festival a few weeks prior, so I may get to see them twice in the space of a year. Again, I've grown to really appreciate the extreme metal side, and Necrot seem to play to my taste there. Mesa are a band that are getting a lot of people talking for all the right reasons. This year, they released an absolutely fantastic album, and when I first heard one of their singles off it at races, I must have listened to it about 30, 40 times in a row, and I've still not got tired of it. It's just an amazing song. It's got an amazing chorus, and I hope they play that live when I'm there at the main stage on Saturday. Now, this is a bit of a no-brainer. It will be their debut, Damnation debut, and Orbit Culture seem to be doing all the right things at the moment. They can't do anything wrong right now. They've just released Death Above Life, which is going to be one of the albums of the year, and it's got so many bangers on there, the likes of Hydra, The Path I Walk, just to name a few, Infera. And I saw them support Trivium in January this year, and they did not look out of place playing in the 20,000 cap arena. And God knows what they're going to do to that 6,000 cap arena at Damnation. There's going to be some absolutely brutal pits. I know that. I can't wait for it. I'm not going to be in the pit. I'm going to be hiding in the back or at the side in the safe zone. But yeah, it's going to be amazing. I'm quite looking forward to Panzerfaust. They're a black metal band from Canada, and I've seen some of the live videos, and they look like they put on an amazing performance always. And when I say black metal, they've got more of a modern approach where they incorporate bits of industrial, bits of black and death metal, bits of thrash, and yeah, it's just going to be a stunning show. That's going to be on the second arena on the extreme metal stage, and yeah, I love black metal that takes more of a modern, progressive approach, and Panzerfaust tick that box. Death Heaven are making their Damnation debut, and they're going to be on the main stage on the Saturday. They also released a fantastic album earlier in the year when they released Lonely People with Power. I just love their approach, how they incorporate shoegazy elements with, a strong black metal spine. And yeah, I cannot wait for this. It's one of my must-see bands of the weekend. I don't care how broken I am after Panzerfaust. I need to be at Death Heaven. Now, at this point, I'm definitely going to be aching and breaking and feeling worse for wear. I'm in my 30s now, mid 30s, so I'm going to need a break at this point. I don't want to, but I've got to be realistic. In either case, I definitely want to be at the second arena, preferably at the barrier, for Garia's headset. Now, the headline set, I probably mispronounced Garia, but I don't know. You know who I'm talking about. If not, they are this fantastic black metal band from Portugal. They've got more of a modern, forward-thinking approach to black metal. I caught their set at Fortress Festival 2024, and they were fantastic. They've got this amplus setup, so they sound phenomenal always. Everything that sounds perfectly mixed, and they're running on stage like headless chickens. They had so much dynamic energy; it was infectious. I think they'll cause carnage at the second arena at Damnation. There are definitely some honourable mentions here, bands that I'd love to see, but realistically, I probably won't get a chance. One of the big clashes of the day is Afsky and Brodequin. Afsky being this post-atmospheric black metal band, they come to the UK quite a lot. They do tour quite regular, so I might have to give them a miss. I'm pretty sure I'll get another chance, but at the same time, it is painful to know I'm going to have to miss them maybe. My back's going to be giving way at some point. I'm going to be tired. I'll probably need a rest and have some food. But again, the idea of missing Brodequin is painful as well. This is their UK debut. A lot of people didn't think they'd get a chance to see Brodequin. They're coming from the USA with their old school metal stylings. And it seems like maybe FOMO will make sure that I'm going to be at the second arena for their set. Likewise, I may have to miss EF as they play Give Me Beauty or Give Me Death in full. Come to think of it, I might need something that's a bit more melodic. I might need something that's a bit more gentle after my ears will be getting absolutely pounded all day by some extreme metal bands. So yeah, maybe I will actually watch EF. I don't know yet. At the same time, Perturbator, they look fantastic. I say look because they've got this amazing visual show every time they play live. They're the sort of, I don't know how to describe them really. Dark synth wave. It's electronic dance music almost. Again with a darker, almost metal twist. I'd like to see them, but it just depends on my energy levels, as old as that makes me sound. Now, here's the Sunday, and again, it's another stacked lineup. It's absolutely ridiculous, really. They shouldn't be allowed to get away with this. But yeah, again, all the metal subgenres are represented here, as well as the more instrumental rock, the more gentle, melodic side of music. So there's definitely something for everyone here. Whereas Saturday, that was more of a new Damnation, a lot of bands doing their debuts that day. This one is a bit more centered on bands from the past, the best of Damnation really, likes of Nordic Giants, Amon Ra, Raging Speedhorn, uh, yeah, Napalm Death. Also, there's some reform bands the likes of Warning, Ted Mall, both at other ends of the spectrum and different ends of the festival. This is definitely a nostalgia fest and it's going to appeal to the older Damnation fans for sure. So my day is going to start at the main stage as I get to check out Conjurer once again. And of course Carnage every time I've seen them. They've got this wonderful genre fluid style. It crosses over into so many bits of extreme metal. Got sludge, fast paced thrash, and it's always a blistering live performance. They're about to release Unself, an album which I've had to listen to, and they probably will pad out their set list for songs from Unself. I'm hoping to play songs from The Maya, which I think is their best album. It really showcases their talent, and in many ways it was their breakthrough album. In either case, I'm going to be there to check out Conjure. Now, to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of thrash metal, but there's something about Onslaught that makes me think it's definitely worth a go. I definitely want to give this band a try. It's a bit of a gamble, maybe it'll pay off, who knows. Again, I don't really know much about them. I've had a little listen to some of the songs. They sound decent, so yeah, let's give it a go. Primordial will be up next on the main stage. And yeah, it took me a while to get onto them really. They got more of a progressive black metal approach. But it was really their live performance, seeing some of the live videos, that really sold me on them. It's funny really because I'll also get to see them in the Netherlands 2 weeks prior to this. So yeah, it'll give me a good chance to see the band in two different settings and form more of a detailed, in-depth opinion on them. I'll definitely need a post-metal fix at this stage of the festival, so I'm going over to the third arena for Psychonaut. Now, I caught them at Arctangent Festival in 2024. They were absolutely fantastic on that Wednesday night, and they caused carnage in the Yokai stage on the Wednesday. I've had a listen to their upcoming album, World Maker, which comes out at the end of October, and it's got me even more excited for this set. I will be doing a video on that in a few weeks, so definitely check that out. I'll also get a post-metal fix from Devil's Sold His Soul, as they're also playing the third stage that day. They're a band that I really should have listened to by now, I think. I really think I should have seen them by now. They're going to be playing songs from two of their older albums, which I can't remember off the top of my head, but you've probably seen them on the screen here. But yeah, it's something new for me, it's something fresh for me, and I'm pretty sure I'll be reporting back with my findings. One of the least surprising, but one of the most welcome additions to the lineup are Britain's Anil Nafrak. They are Damnation royalty. They played the festival multiple times. The last time they played was as they headlined the second arena in 2023, clashing with Maybe She Will in one of the most agonising schedule conflicts. This time, though, they won't clash with anybody as they're going to be on the main stage. And I'm just looking forward to seeing the size of that circle pit and to seeing how many bodies get consumed in that wall of death. I will be staying at the main stage and I'll be ready for The Haunted. Well, hopefully I will. I'm not sure if I am. They released another fantastic album at the start of the year, Songs of Last Resort. I've listened to that multiple times, The Warhead being one of my favourite songs off that album. They're another band with a rich history with the festival, having played one of the first. In fact, I think they may have played the first festival. I'm not 100% sure, but in either case, they're another welcome addition to the lineup. It'll be the first time I've ever seen them, so I'm really excited for that. Now, Armin Ra are special guests on the main stage, and it's one of the most exciting sets for me. This is probably the most unmissable set for me. I've seen them multiple times, but they're absolutely crushing. Emotional live performance never gets old. It's quite special for me, really, because this festival introduced me to the Belgian post-metal band. I remember being at the main stage in 2023, and it was absolutely packed out. They pulled arguably the biggest crowd of that weekend. Yeah, they always have this intense emotional performance. I can't wait to hear A Solitary Rain. That's one of my favourite songs of any genre. They definitely will be playing that. I can't wait. Finally, Napalm Death headlined the whole thing, headlined the Sunday night. The band I think I should have seen by now. I first discovered their music when I was 14 years old. And yeah, obviously they'll play You Suffer, but Look forward to hear songs like Silence is Deafening, Plague Rages. I'm not sure if they will play some of these older classics, but we'll see. What I do know is that it's going to be just an amazing performance. It'll be really fitting for a band who have contributed so much to Britain's music scene over the last 40 years, Britain's extreme metal scene, and they really do deserve this prestigious slot as they play probably their biggest show to date, probably their biggest headline festival in the UK. There are going to be some painful choices. I mean, I'd love to see Dinner Celestial Birds, but at the same time, I've really got to pace myself and prioritise bands that, without any disrespect to Dinner Celestial Birds, I need to see bands that very rarely come to the UK. I will get more opportunities to see the post rock band from Leeds. Again, fantastic band, but I'm just going to have to give them a miss at this stage. Now, Author and Punisher, I'd like to see them, but I will be giving them a miss at Damnation for quite a simple reason, really. I've got to pace myself, and I will get a chance to see them 2 weeks prior at Samhain Maastricht in the Netherlands. That'll be a fantastic show there, and at Damnation, but I'll be resting at that point. Again, as old as that makes me sound. Now, Warning are making a return to Damnation as they play Watching from a Distance in full. Now, I've no doubt that third arena is going to be absolutely packed out, and I want to see all of Armin Ra. So, for quite a simple reason, really, I realistically know I won't get a chance to see Warning as much as I'd like to. Now, I will get to see. Now, I don't know how to pronounce this. I think it's Vigadude. Vigadude. In either case, they're playing the Dode and Heaven Head Gold trilogy in full. That's going to be a blistering 2 hour set. And I'm actually, again, going to see them at Samhain Maastricht 2 weeks prior. I'll get to see the whole thing in full, the 2 hour set. So I will get to prioritise other bands at Damnation.